Okay, it's a couple days later. I now have a base map and I have the correct parts for the car. It runs and drives now. I'm gonna hop in this thing, get a cold start clip real quick, and then I've already burped the cooling system, and I'm gonna switch the oil out and get it ready for the dyno with a junior next week. All right, now that we've gotten the engine all the way through a full heat cycle, meaning it's gone from cold all the way up to warm, the fans have kicked on, it's consumed a bunch of coolant and burped the whole system. Now I'm going to raise it up and we're going to drain all that initial break-in oil out. You want to do that pretty early into starting a fresh engine just to get those initial wear and contaminants out. So we're going to drain the oil and we're going to replace the filter, and then we'll go out and drive it a little bit. We won't do that on camera just because it's just going to be a boring test drive. Then we'll change the oil again, then it's onto the dyno. All right, drain the oil out, replace the filter. Now we're gonna put some fresh Motul 550 in it for the dyno, just in case she gets a little warm. But this guy is gonna abuse this car. He's gonna have fun with it. He's gonna take it on back roads, have fun with it. You know, that's what we build them for. So we're gonna put good quality oil in it so it's keeping that good oil pressure. Welcome to the final video of our OTL 400 package series. Today we're going to be putting the car on the dyno and seeing what kind of power numbers it makes. If I were to guess right now, I'm going to guess this thing lands right around 380 wheel horsepower. Biggest reason for that is it has a catted downpipe and it has a internally gated turbo. The flow sometimes inhibits that 400 horsepower mark. We have gone through the entire car at this point. We have done the engine, we have done a new clutch, we did some lowering control arms. That was actually off camera. I just kind of knocked that out real quick. And the engine bay turned out phenomenally. Let me pop the hood real quick. So we got all of this Process West stuff put on, and we did have to trim it just a little bit to fit the new oversized radiator, but it's on there nice and solid. All the wrinkle red just looks fantastic in this engine bay. And overall, the car is very mild, but very tasteful on the outside. Okay. Like I said at the very beginning, I'm very curious to see what this Process West top mount actually does for our intake temps. Like I said before, we normally use ETS, but this is the first Process West top mount that we've used, and I'm curious to see how it performs. If you've watched our social media, you may have seen this guy's other car, which is a blue 05 that we did almost an identical setup on. Only differences being the parts that we purchased versus what he already had, like the Process West top mount. But his blue 05 he uses as a back road weekend car, whereas this one, he tells us he drives it basically every day if he can. But the mileage says otherwise. I don't know if I ever showed you guys, but this thing only has like 30,000 miles on it. It's in pristine shape. And in comparison to the VA and the GD chassis, I can totally understand wanting to daily drive this one more. It's got heated seats, it's got a sunroof, it's got all the creature comforts, whereas the GD is more of a raw driver's car. It doesn't have those creature comforts like the newer cars do, but at the time, that's what people wanted. So now people kind of want a more comfortable car that makes a lot of horsepower, whereas back in the day, it seemed like they didn't really care. They just wanted something that hauled ass. So that being said, would you rather have this 400 horsepower VA chassis STI, or would you rather have this 07 GD chassis that makes about 600 horsepower, considering it has the OTL 600 package? Me personally, man, if I only had to pick one and I didn't have any other cars, this was going to be my only fun car, I'd probably choose this one, just because you really can hop in this thing and drive it all the way across the country, perfectly comfortable. Whereas this one, it's an older car, it's gonna have its quirks. You know, kind of is what it is. But let us know in the comments which one you would rather have, a 600 horsepower GD or a 400 horsepower VA. Let's chuck this thing on the dyno and see what it spits out. All right, so we just finished up our dyno session with our silver 400 package now. Intake temps were a little higher than we wanted it to be, so we left it at right around 380. I think it was around 388 was the final number. We told the customer, crisp fall day, this thing's making 400 all day long. But it is a little warm in our dyno cell. It happens. So this car's going home, and he actually just dropped off another car that we'll show off in our social media that's very, very nice. I don't know if it'll make it to the YouTube channel, but you should definitely go follow us on Instagram and check out our Facebook. We always post a lot of cool promo stuff on there. So if you enjoyed this video of us installing our 400 package onto this customer car, let us know. And like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Let us know you like this kind of content, because we're going to keep pumping it out because we like making it. So we'll see you in the next video. Catch you later, guys. All right, well, that's our silver car. Richard doesn't know I'm recording this, but if you enjoyed this video, go like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell on our YouTube channel so you know when we post more Subaru content, because we're gonna keep pumping it out. All right, well, I'm gonna get to dynoing this rally car here.